I think the thing we don't talk enough is that the reason that growth is happening is because of our outstanding companies here in the United States, but because of the policy choices we made in the United States that are different than policy choices made in other countries and the president's agenda. And I think our goal has to be, as the spring meetings happen, that we drive a message to the rest of the world.
The growth, to be fair, is driven in part by stimulus, and it is driven by part the lasting effect of the COVID stimulus on the consumer. So that is a policy-driven, let's say, recovery relative to the rest of the world. What's the biggest concern as you go to these spring meetings? What's your message at these spring meetings with the global leaders? You've talked about them 3 times now during this conversation.
I think the key for us is to make sure that we address overcapacity, because that is a global issue that we all face, but that we also take steps to continue to drive growth in the global economy. And that while the United States, we're making investments in the energy transition through the Inflation Reduction Act, we want to make sure that other countries are making similar investments, because we know that we can't solve the climate crisis alone in the United States. And we also know that as we think about the energy in general, we want to be in a position where we're transitioning away from fossil fuels, not only because of the climate impact, but also because of the energy security issues.
Can I just squeeze this in? You're putting a lot of emphasis right now on climate and energy security. If that is the case, if climate is the big goal, then why not let the market do its job and let in Chinese EVs?
Well, if it was market determined, that would be one thing. But the reason that China's EVs are flooding the market is because of state subsidies.